playing fair in the sandbox. So, what type of conversations have you been privy to, or have had to kind of, I guess, dig somebody out the sand because they decided to kind of, dig a hole and try to place you in it?
Right, that vegan gangster.
Yeah, yeah.
So everybody trying to put you in a box
Yeah.
because you don't eat this or don't eat that. What is my favorite? I think my favorite one is like, so what do you eat?
Mm-hmm.
The same thing
that,
everybody else eats. The
Yeah.
same thing that the animals eat that don't eat
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah.
The same foods that you give your babies.
Huh?
That part, like the fruits and the vegetables, and yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean,
And alternative milks.
Milks, that part. Like, why? And then that's a whole other thing. Why are we the only species that still drink milk in your 20s? Like, what we needed it for.
And it's like, oh my God, it's so good.
It's like, yeah, just pus and blood. I mean, technically
that's what it is. Yeah. But you know what kills me though? When people are like, oh my God, I have to go get a gallon of milk for the baby. I have to go get, you gotta do what? Plant-based.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Some are, they like, oh, it just have so many preservatives. And you don't think the milk that you purchase at the store
that came from either Texas or Mexico
Yeah.
or whatever that dairy farm is,
Yeah.
right? Put on that truck for how many days, and then in that warehouse,
Come on.
and then came to that grocery store,
Yeah.
right? So how long? That went in 2 days or the same day?
It wasn't. They don't fly it out.
They don't.
Yeah. The milk is not getting flued out, you guys.
Ain't nobody flew no milk out.
It's not getting
airdropped. It's not Amazon next day. Prime ain't got it. I was like,
I'm just saying.
I get my couch quicker than you can process that milk. I'm just saying.
Come on. Get you some almonds. Put it in some water. Okay. Let it soak overnight.
Let it soak.
Next day. Give it a bath. Give it some love. You know what I mean? Next day, go ahead, pour out your water, and you're gonna pour those nuts, the almonds, inside the blender. And you're going to get you a cup of water. And you're going to pour that inside the blender. And you're going to blend
it. And if you have like a blender that doesn't have like a strong motor, you're going to blend it for a long time.
It's going to be a long time.
But it's okay. It can be part of your morning routine.
You feel me? It might feel like your blender going to burn out.
It may. But you did it. And you know what type of blender to get next time. So you ain't got to go out and get that fancy blender when you first start. Start with the blender you have.
That's right. You know all we need is progress.
Because once you burn that motor out, you letting the universe know.
You did it.
You did it. You serious about this thing.
Okay.
You have proven yourself.
Okay. Now I can go get me a new
blender. Why? Because I need it.
Not the same one, though.
Oh, God, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I burned out a blender.
Yeah. I mean, it's necessary. Get you a little strainer, and you good.
Get cheesecloth strainer with
and go.
What you got to do.
And go. And you good. And now what you have? You got you some almond milk.
Get your colander.
And go. You feel me?
and go.
Right, you got you a colander and go. So I think it's crazy. So many of my friends and my family will ask about, oh, you still doing that vegan shit?
Still. Like, I didn't know it was a time.
Right. I didn't know it was a time to finish. Right.
I got 2 more minutes to be vegan. Hold on. Pass me them greens.
Like it used to do. You feel me?
Right.
Like, what do you mean?
What do you mean still?
Like, yeah. Okay. I'm still vegan. I'm still plant-based. Yeah. I enjoy life. I enjoy the art of food.
The art of food.
Yeah.
The art of food.
The art of food.
We got a whole plethora of food.
Completely. And you know what's crazy? I've been watching, and I hope it's not so true. where these people are, talking about how some of us grew up with just knowing about bananas and oranges and apples and things of that nature. We didn't know about all of these tropical fruits.
Oh, that part. We weren't traveled.
Papaya. What?
Papaya.
Papaya. Nobody told me about the papayas. What? What do you mean?
Like, I can eat this and this is good?
Yeah. I grew up with kiwi all the time. And I thought that I was allergic because for a very long time, I would eat the skin. And while you can eat the skin of a kiwi, it can be sensitive.
Right, because
of the little hairs. So for a while, I didn't eat it. I'm like, I just got a sensitivity to it. I can't do it. And now to a lot of fruit, I'm very sensitive.
It has a lot of vitamin C, a lot of pectin. It has a lot of those.
But I still go for it.
And a histamine.
Yeah, because this is the thing. I'd rather have fruits and vegetables that's going to do me some good versus taking medicine on any day. One of the things I can say, this when me and you was working together on Boys to Baghdad, I had a really bad migraine. And the conversation kept coming up like, hey, do anybody have any Tylenol? Erica got a migraine. She needs some medicine and all of this stuff. And I'm like, I'm good. I don't want any medicine.
Did I pull out the oils?
Yes. Yes. Nasha pulled out the oils, you guys. I had no idea about oils and things. I just knew that I didn't want to take medicine, and I knew that I was just going to tough it out. And Nasha pulled out some peppermint oil and said, Erica, come here.
In her black mama voice.
I'm like, what are we doing here? Come here. You got a headache. Come here. Let me help you.
Mr. Miyagi this
okay.
Right quick.
Put some peppermint on my temples. Put some peppermint on my wrists, and was like, just go sniff on that for a little bit. Oh, okay. I hope she ain't trying to poison me. But,
girl, no.
Okay. But shortly after, we need our stage manager. And shortly after, I was feeling 100% better and had no idea. So from now on, I typically try to keep peppermint oil on me most times. And of course, I don't necessarily like to keep it in the car because, it heats up, it evaporates. But definitely know that that's one of the things that I do. Even on my bracelets, typically, I'll put some oil on my chakras. And I was like, come on, Nasha. Queen Nash, this is the best part. I love it. A
minute ago, you were talking about people being diabetic or having different illnesses, even though that they're vegan. And I think what you have to realize, too, that even though you take on a certain way to eat, you still have junk food either way.
Yeah, either way.
So, you still have to make conscious decisions. Like if you do decide to go more plant-based, there's a lot of products out there that are plant-based and they're so good. So delicious. They have a lot of sugar in them.
Right.
So it's not about eating, plant or not. It's about the sugar content.
Absolutely.
And you get that from the meat side and you get that from the plant side.
Yeah.
Right. And then sometimes people are just, unfortunately, predisposed to certain diseases.
Yep.
So they'll have it, and it's just about how you control and maintain it.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree. I personally think that we as people are so hell-bent on making other people feel bad about their decisions.
Boy.
Like, don't tell me my decision to be plant-based is bad just because it doesn't fit whatever lifestyle you have. Right. Oh, I could never do that. That's fine. I didn't ask you.
I'm glad it ain't you.
Oh, that could never be me.
You a cookie.
Right.
It's like, okay.
Yeah, like, it's fine. You drink every day, and I don't do that.
Right, so I was like, what? Like, what am I supposed to get from that?
Right. Like, you don't have to go around. We don't have to do that. If I see somebody eating meat and things of that nature, go ahead, live your life. Have fun. We had a cookout. My friend eats meat. Okay, what you want? The barbecue chicken? Okay. Okay. It is what it is. Right. But trust and believe, I personally think that the energy in which some people, not just vegans versus non-vegans, but the energy that some people keep allows us to adopt other habit of others, be it eating more greens, be it trying, alternative foods, and it's like, all right, I'll try it. I have a friend, and I will introduce my friend to different foods. And it's like, hey, try this. And it's like, okay, I don't know. Just try it. All right. Chew, 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 chew. And then look at the food like, oh. And then look at me like, well, what is that? What is that?
What kind of?
Right, like, what is...
Kind of.
Yeah, I'm like, that's coconut shrimp from Doggone Vegan. Shout out to Doggone Vegan for always looking out for the kid. So that's coconut shrimp from Doggone Vegan.
What kind of magic?
What type of magic is this? They got vegan shrimp? Yeah. Yeah. They got vegan sausage, vegan burgers. Really? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I was told once, it was like, yo, it's a whole community of you guys. It is.
We just came.
We just got here last week.
Spaceship just dropped us off. We can't go back. They don't have rearview mirrors.
Just a few of us.
It's just a few of us.
What I'm telling you is, listen, one thing I can say, vegans versus non-vegans, or plant-based versus non-plant-based, those folks who have entered that realm or that life of eating meat and all of that stuff, we've been there. We know what it's like. We chose to go in a different direction. And if you've never experienced anything vegan or attempted to, just because of one, the way it looks, or two, based off of someone else's
experience, right?
That's not your experience.
Have your own.
Yeah. They always say, hey, don't find yourself. If you're going to date somebody, if you're going to have a baby with somebody, make sure it's somebody you could deal with for 18 or more years.
Or more.
And you messed that up because now you got a baby mama or a baby daddy and you hate them.
This is crazy.
But it ain't stop you because you got about 6 of them. Yeah? I'm not judging. I'm just bringing some reality to the situation.
It's the same thing.
Yeah? It's the same thing. It's situations. It's relationships. And it's your personal relationship that you have with something or someone. Mm-hmm. Don't let it be based off of what somebody else said. Mm-hmm. Yeah?
And it's the relationship with food, right?
Same thing.
Just because you eat this carrot. I mean, you eat carrots. You grew up on carrots. Yeah. So technically, you've already halfway there.
You're already halfway there. Yeah. Just keep adding more.
Just one day, yeah. Just add a day or two or something like that.
And go from there.
Just go from there.
And have fun. And incorporate these things into your kids' lives. Listen, one of my goddaughter is plant-based, believe it or not. I say she's vegetarian.
Okay.
Because that thing chops down on some macaroni and cheese. You hear me?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. So she gets it in on some macaroni and cheese. Tuki, you want some? No, mommy, I don't want any. I'm okay. Tuki don't eat that. Tuki, what? You don't eat macaroni cheese? No, mommy, I don't. So
we have 2 every holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have the vegan one, and then we have the regular.
And then you got the regular one.
And just so happen, be like, oh, this one good.
Yeah.
Hold up, this nauseous.
Yeah. Now you mad.
Right. Be like, dang, when you just eating and going back for a second.
That part.
What?
Now you can't go back for seconds. Why?
Right.
Because you found out the truth. Because you'll be fine. And by the way, I know you make some banging mac and cheese. Definitely want some this year.
Are we doing it?
Yeah.
We doing it.
Cool. All right. Say less. So
already done.